Discovered my wife of 13 years is currently in her affair trip on another state. So I packed up her stuff and kicked her out from my house. Found this sub and find it very useful as I'm not alone, which helps, but I may need some advice on sleep. Hey everyone, woke up after only 4 hours of sleep and need some advice to help me redirect my thoughts so I can get the sleep I need to function throughout the next day. Wife is currently in another state cheating on me. I allowed her to go after she gaslit me into believing nothing is happening, but I just had a gut feeling. Now after a couple more days of not speaking, I know she deep down has other plans and does not care about me. 13 years down the drain, house, 3 cats, much of her late grandmother's belongings in the house. Still does not care about any of it. Thank God. We have no kids. I suspect there was more men she was fooling around with over the years. Keeps me astir. Need advice on how to redirect my thoughts to get back to sleep. Can't sleep in our old bed in and out of the room that I prepared to sleep in as the divorce gets started. Thanks, and I really appreciate it. Edit. Just wanted to let you all know a little backstory to help understand the situation might be more common than I thought. Last year, she went to a friend's wedding in another state and felt accepted by her friend's husband's family. Even though I have always accepted her flaws, and there was a lot. This past summer, that mother of the friend's husband invited her to come over again to her daughter's wedding, which she did. I work and couldn't just take off work when she got back from the event. She was very different. Distant, she felt lonely, lost, trapped, and didn't know what she wanted. She told me all of this, and I was upset because all I did most of my life was to make her as happy as possible. Over the couple of weeks, I felt strange. I was having nightmares of her cheating. I even told her she brushed it off. Next couple of weeks, I confronted her. I said, I have this feeling you're hiding something, and said, is there someone else? She said no. These conversations happened here and there, and she said she was just lost. So I knew something but didn't have any proof, and she would have just gaslit me or controlled my thought process. Then she told me the family asked to see her again this week for another event of theirs, and told me she wanted to go, but didn't want me to think she was cheating cause, well, she told me she wasn't. I said, is this what you want? She said yes, so I let her go. Now that I typed this up, I just knew this was the beginning of the end, but needed a strong case, and thankfully people care and see how nice I am. She still is there and hasn't been trying to contact me. I'm hoping she is planning on staying there. Hoped this helped, and just realizing how much sleep is affected by traumatic events. My anxiety is now on if she will come home. What will she do? What will she say? And I just don't want to deal with it. Thanks again. And this is helping me a lot. Alright, let's see some top comments. Oliver08 says, 13 years down the drain. It's common to think you've completely wasted this time, but it's likely far from the truth. You happened to run into a bad apple, and that wasn't your fault. Negative life eventualities cannot be completely avoided. Think about how you've grown as a person and what else has improved during this time. You are not defined solely by a marriage. You're an individual capable of many things. It's been noted. The kids are not in the picture. This is a tremendous relief relative to what could be. You also discovered infidelity, and your wife could think she's getting away with it. Use this time and the first mover advantage accordingly. I wouldn't sleep on that. The Opie replies, thank you, and I have made moves to move forward already. I confronted her, and she knows she is in the wrong after days of not speaking. I know she does not care any longer. I need to focus on my needs and find my self-respect. Tertia78 adds, start packing her things for her. Start reading Leave a Cheater, Gain a Life, Cheating in a Nutshell, and the body keeps the score. Focus on healthy habits to deal with the trauma. The Opie replies, thanks. I gathered up everything of hers that made me cringe and put it in her room. Took things off the wall and preparing to be as strong as I can't run and hide, but to be around common spaces in the house to make her uncomfortable. Not me. I will be reaching out to all those that she disliked that were close to me, everyone she has ever met. She has later lost me included. I just stayed around too long. Update. Finally got good sleep last night. Soon-to-be ex-in-laws reached out today. Got 7 hours last night. Just knowing people cared and knowing I did nothing wrong is helping. It's making me stronger. Tomorrow is when she gets back from other state. I'm nervous and still haven't spoken to my soon-to-be ex in 4 days. Instead, her parents reached out and asked how I was doing. I felt some sort of relief when her parents reached out to me. They care and are concerned. We talked on the phone. I told them everything that has led up to this. They understood and were very accepting. They are upset with their daughter who they know is mean, manipulative, and selfish. We cried and talked about how we all knew how lost and stupid she is right now. They said they loved me and really felt sorry for what she has done. I told them I didn't want her in the house with me, and they totally understood that. They said I'm doing the right thing. Makes me wonder what side they are on. I don't know if they talked to her after we hung up. I wish I could know more, dang it. I don't want to reach out to her. Why should I? She is the one that ruined everything, makes me think she has a plan. But this uncertainty is making me anxious. All I want to know is if she really is coming back. How is she going to react, and if she will actually leave when I tell her to? Get your crap and leave. Find a friend if you have any left. I never mentioned how I was going to end the marriage. They never asked, thankfully. They don't need to know I'm working with an attorney. Some do divorce without. Now I feel anxious and lost. Loneliness is now starting to settle in. I have a feeling it will get much worse if she doesn't leave and stays in the house. How awkward. Think of that, someone that fooled around on you and now is living near you. Gross. This nightmare needs to end. I am sure I will be on here tomorrow trying to find an escape from a psychopath that is looming in my home. Be a gray stone. They say, man, that's gonna be hard. This conversation was more closer for me, and then I understand what I did was risky. But I took some time to think about it, and in my specific circumstance, I felt they needed to hear the truth and deserved to hear the truth. They know their daughter very well as well, and they knew I would have clarity on what really is going on. They are not narcissists like their daughter. I appreciate the concerns and help you all are giving. Alright, let's see some top comments. Tertry78 says, be very careful with her family. You don't know their true intentions. They could be playing both sides. Creative Might 31 says, I hope this doesn't rub you the wrong way, but you need to stop trying to get validated by family and friends about being a great husband, because if your wayward spouse is such a huge narcissist as you say she is, she's making her plan to flip the script onto you. So you need to be talking to your lawyer to formulate some type of plan for the battle you're about to go through. Update. She came back home today after a week in another state. I was ready. Thanks to you kind supporters. I woke up today feeling good, confident. I got maybe 6 or 7 hours, which is not bad. My mind is easing as the days go on. I have worked on myself greatly, and responding to your messages has helped me a lot. I feel like a new person. I spent the entire day meditating, writing haikus, and enjoying the sun in my hammock. Thinking of being true to myself, finding myself, respect, loving myself, knowing I'm worthy. Understanding, learning, growing. Easing my own mind from what I was about to encounter, a 13-year relationship coming to an end. I knew she was nervous. She, for the first time since Tuesday night, texted this morning about coming home, packing her things. Blah, blah, blah didn't faze me. I wanted her nervous and unsure. I had a plan when she arrived. I was sitting on the porch waiting, calming my domain, if you will, and finally stepping up for myself. She walked in and I could tell she was uneasy. I, for one, was calm and waited till she said something. I stared at the kitties until she said something. She was crying a little. I listened. I did not get emotional. I felt I have already accepted what has happened and what is happening. I'm proud of myself and for once had courage to face it head on. Nothing she said mattered. I just wanted her to get her things and to start her life over just like I have started to do. She knew I was a different person already. She knew she didn't have control over me anymore and knew she had to cooperate. She did what I asked. I put down boundaries, and that was that. Left to a friend's house. What she does after that, who knows, just not staying here. I know this is just the beginning. I can't falter. There is still a lot to do when someone you shared time and space with is leaving. Lots of factors. Lots of things that you might have been overlooking and will be addressed later on. I'm sure, but I'm glad I have a say in the relationship for once. I have peace in my heart, and seeing her doesn't faze me. I'm beyond it. I have personal freedom now. I again thank you all for helping me through this past week. While I sat in my house alone with no one around but my thoughts, and I conquered them. Found love and respect along the way. I'm looking forward to using my new look on life in the future. I want to stay positive. Some might think I did this wrong, or I did too much, or whatever the case may be. But I'm happy with my decision. I don't know if I'll post again since I found myself during this and would rather have the support driven towards newcomers who have pain in their heart and need guidance. Thanks again to you all. Alright, let's see some top comments. Taiwan Bandit says, "You found yourself are happy with your decision, and she appears to not care what she had done to your marriage. Complete the paperwork for D and best luck to you in the future. Take care, man." No Fear No There says, "You do have experience now. She knows she was caught, only saw her reactions, and she may fear you'd share evidence with friends and family. However, at the first sign that she tries to make you look like the bad guy, I'd spread the evidence like icing on a cake. Don't be a stranger and keep us posted. Just never forget who's number one in your life. Good luck." Jaded Mourner says, "It seems like you chose well in regards to your decisions, all things considered. Just as a small suggestion as quickly as possible. Remove every item which she doesn't remove herself, which has any association with her to you. When his scents in the house change, when playlists change, when pictures are replaced and furniture rearranged or replaced, you'll find healing accelerates. Enjoy your new better life." N9198 says, "Happy you're happy. Did she admit anything?" The Opie replies, "Yes. She started to mention the cheating situation and I stopped her, said it doesn't matter if it was large or small. I don't want to hear it doesn't matter. What matters is healing and doing what's right. So divorce is coming, filing Tuesday. I did a lot of work on myself this week, and she definitely noticed I had control. You need self-respect.